What's going on? I just realized something right here. Yeah, I've missed something. It's what it is. This is the tactic right here. What they're doing is they're sending out mixed signals. You know what I'm saying? This is the Mike Brown situation, okay? Mike Brown, this is a good example. From a certain perspective, the white narrative, no disrespect to white people or that. They're using this narrative, so I'm just going to follow it in their mindset. The white narrative, the worker, the guy who's oppressed by all the gangsters in the turmoil. I don't blame you guys for being a little shooken up. You should be. If you have things, comes the fear of losing them. And by all rights, you do deserve them if you worked hard for them and you did right. I would never take that from someone. I'd never take from one person and say, you have to give it to this guy. By your own free will, if you want to be charitable to people, that's on you, bro. But once again, man, the white narrative, and now they're trying to scare these black people over here with the Mike Brown, and from their perspective, he was innocent, but that's the way the media presented it. It was like they presented both of them innocent, so therefore it's going to do nothing but cause a big contention. And I mean, I'm still talking about it now, and it's been over for a while, and it's kind of like it's the thermite fire. It just won't go out. It just keeps rekindling. But look, what sparked it is Dabu. I didn't even look at the video. I mean, when it comes to Dabu, just Dabu's Dabu 7, just his headlines are enough to let you know what he's talking about. So you don't need to see every video. You bet. You go to Dabu shit, he'll give you the link. So he's not just fear-mongering or stirring up things. He's like a beehive round. He's just hitting at all these little subjects and throwing out the keywords like, and listen, hey, I like that. It keeps me, it's fast communication. You know what I'm saying? But he put out this thing that says they're going to ban climate change and global warming. I mean, when we see global cooling going on right now, do you see how mixed the message is? That, like, listen, if you had the righteous moral high ground and all the real factual science, so we could see, like, listen, get someone independent of that don't work for your corporations to do the research. I mean, you guys got all the money and you own all the companies that do the research. So you can't, these people they're eating out of your hand. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And listen, they can't even do their job with you standing down there breathing down their neck. It's like this. In order to really be a creator of something or dedicate your time to things, you got to feel free enough that you're not imposed on. Like, someone's breathing down my neck. Someone's fucking observing me. It fucks up your behavior. You can't tap into your mode. I mean, maybe some people can. Some people do stage acting. Some people, look, for instance, I know this is a horrible thing, but it's like pornography. You know what I'm saying? These people are naked. Naked on camera in front of people. It doesn't bother them. Some people it don't bother. You know what I'm saying? But listen, it bothers the shit out of me. It's like in fucking, man, let me think, man. Man, there's all these movies, man, where like all of a sudden someone like they stumble upon a camera, somewhere, and I mean, wouldn't that fucking make you feel raped and violated? You know what I'm saying? Just think about it. I mean, though you have been already. I know this. I don't have to see your footage, but I know it's there somewhere. Some back door, some faceless spook agent is behind a screen like me, and he is keywording and looking for coded information or something. But I don't really know what these guys do. All I know is from what Hollywood shows and from little tidbits of things that I've got, you know what I'm saying, over the years. But that doesn't mean you can't get a pretty good view of what's going on. I mean, just look inside yourself. Look, I mean, even though as much as Hollywood kind of steers us towards a fantasy, at the same time, they also do have this certain level of freedom that they get to say certain things and pass off information that they can't just come outright and say. So they're leaking it out, and it's kind of like, listen, I can't really be honest. So it's like I'm under observation, so I gotta make it look like I'm playing the role. Kind of like when a Like, say, I was saying, you need to follow this random Osama leader. And look, there was a guy on the side of the screen that you can't see with a gun. And I'm down here where you can't see. I got a note, and I'm reading it, but it looks like it's me demanding these things. But you wouldn't know because there's a guy right outside of our view with a gun and this thing down here. I mean, you wouldn't know. So you got to remember these things. That's how easy it is to... They've done it already. I mean, look at... what was that movie? Osama. And in these ISIS head beheadings, they're all fake. I mean, it's fake. Come on, let it go. I mean, yeah, ISIS is a threat to Christians. You know what I'm saying? But they're no threat to the New World Order. Dude, the original New World Order, ISIS was the queen of heaven, aka, but also the queen of the earthly realm too. I mean, it's just when kings and queens get attributed to... Look, I mean, you already look at this Buddha and say, oh, that's God. So it's not a big step to get the woman or this guy and say, he's God. I mean, he can live. He can give me food. He can give me a house. He's got jewelry. He got soldiers and women and temples and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And his wife, likewise, is elevated. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to this, the masculine sun, the feminine moon. You know what I'm saying? And then the fusion of the two is a child, Tammuz. I mean, so I mean, it's insane. But I mean, look, the Virgin Mary, the mother of heaven, or the mother of God. I mean, listen, it's the same. It's the same thing it's the same thing. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. Just, I mean, it's a retelling of the same story, you know, and it's crazy that this goes over people's head, or either that they just don't care at this point. They're like, I don't care. I like it. I would rather them just say that. You know what I'm saying? Because then you can just check them off the list. It's like, all right, listen, you know, people think just because someone doesn't agree with you, like the Bible says, you're supposed to dust off your ankles and walk away. No. It's if someone is so offended about you being a Christian that they receive you not into their house and they won't eat with you, they won't do nothing with you because they're just, you know what I'm saying? That's who you shake your dust off. But I mean, it's not that you didn't try, you know what I'm saying? Or it's just the people who are offended at your belief system. If they're so offended, well then do them a favor and leave. So they can't say, look, this fucker's hanging around, this fucking Christian, I hate him. You know what I'm saying? So they can't say no evil of you, and then therefore, I mean, listen, Dustin just wiping it's testimony against them. It's like, though no one else seen it. It's like I said, man, I mean, let's look at David Icke's theory that we're just all computer simulations. Let's say let's say that's accurate to the biblical narrative, that God is this master guy on the computer screen, basically, of our minds and our bodies. And after we die at judgment, you know, his son Jesus, a replica of his own computer program, is sent out into the computer program to and inform us how to reconcile the person who created us and put us here for our purpose. You know what I'm saying? That's the man, that's the best way I can break that down there, but I forgot exactly where I was trying to go with that. Yeah, God program matrix, David Icke. Let's say David Icke, right? Oh yeah, okay. How would God know that the witness, the testimony against them? If God's the computer master, computer programmer, he could just rewind your data. But it's beyond that. What we are is a living computer type organism. Every blood cell